Welcome to our continuing YouTube video series on going to law school. My name's Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular YouTube video we're going to be looking at studying law at law school. Whether this is studying for the fundamentals of typically every course, or when you're meeting with a great deal of anxiety and you're trying to figure out how best to get back to studying. What you want to do is be looking at these fundamentals. So when I say fundamentals, there's two core aspects when you look at most law school syllabuses and courses and how they proceed. First, you have the fundamental aspects that you'll be able to discern in every segment of your course that you're going to be tested on. So these are the core legal principles that you're going to be dealing with. So for example, in contracts, the basis of contracts is offer, acceptance, and consideration. So each of these principles you will be looking at. Start off with those. And then the second aspect of the principles, and there are far more principles naturally that you go through, exceptions and the like, is how they all interconnect into one another. So you might want to very well diagram this out and diagram the process through which you get from one fundamental to the next fundamental, how they interconnect and why they interconnect. So you focus on these two aspects. You work on your principles and you work on how your principles interconnect with one another. And this is how you're going to form the basis, the groundwork for both your study and also for when you're meeting with anxiety and frustration. So what you want to do is you want to go back to these aspects, because when you're stressed out, when you're whether you're just learning it, trying to comprehend it at the first time, or you're working through stuff and you've been hammering away so much that you've gotten frustrated, you got stressed, you're letting anxiety take over, pull yourself back and say, what are the principles? Let's just review the principles first. Let's understand those principles. And once you understand what those principles are, let's understand how they interconnect one into the other. And by doing this, you're going to you should be getting some very good clarity. Everything should ease up a lot more. Your principles will make sense. How they work into one another will make sense. And then you'll be able to move forward and go into your tests and go into your classes and say, and the professor will pose a problem on a test, and it'll be, how do I deal with this problem? And you look at it from the core principles, and you simply work through those core principles. Address your answer based on those. Figure out where the lines go. Remember what those lines were. The direction, how it interconnects, why it connects to one but not the other. What's the differentiation? And by doing this, you will find your way to overcoming your anxiety and realizing that you do understand what the law is about as being taught to you by professors in law school and is now being tested on you. And with that, I hope provides you some strength and some fortitude to overcome that natural anxiety that comes with the mass of legal work, legal jargon, legal demands that you tend to find when you have a exam coming up. You're tested on stuff where there's so much being thrown at you. You need to go back to the first principles and work through those first principles, because that is how you'll more easily find your answers and find success in your testing. We hope you have found this YouTube video informative. Please like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and provide us with your comments as we look to address those comments, and also hope that you make the most out of your time at law school without letting stress and anxiety overcome you, but instead using practical, informative tips to study better, to succeed better, and to pursue your forthcoming legal career to the best of your ability. Thank you.